He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about him, a quiet intensity, a controlled strength, a gaze that carried emotion without excess. Ulaş Tuna Astepe didn't simply enter Turkish television. He shaped a career defined by depth, discipline, and characters that linger long after the screen fades to black. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Ulaş Tuna Astepe was born on May 5, 1988, in Izmit, Turkey. Long before leading roles in primetime dramas, he pursued formal training at Mimar Sinan Fine Arts University, studying theater with seriousness and artistic intention. Acting was never accidental for him. It was studied, rehearsed, refined. The stage became his foundation, shaping his understanding of character psychology, timing, and emotional control. His early television appearances introduced him to broader audiences, but it was his role as Tahir Kalilay in Sun Anlak Karadeniz that transformed his career. The series became one of Turkey's most talked-about dramas, addressing intense social themes while maintaining strong ratings. As Tahir, Ulaş delivered performance built on restraint and conviction, portraying a man driven by loyalty, justice, and love. The role established him as a commanding dramatic lead. Rather than remaining confined to one archetype, he continued expanding his range. In Barbaroslar, acting as in Kilisay, he stepped into the world of epic historical storytelling, embracing physical transformation and period depth. Later, in Hayat Bugün, he portrayed a modern, morally complex character navigating professional and emotional dilemmas. Each project reflected versatility and a refusal to repeat formulas. What distinguishes Ulaş Tuna Astepe is emotional gravity. His performances rarely rely on exaggeration. Instead, he builds tension through silence, subtle expression, and layered internal conflict. This approach has earned him recognition from critics and loyalty from audiences who value authenticity over spectacle. Off-screen, he maintains a reserved and grounded lifestyle. He avoids unnecessary publicity, choosing instead to let his work define his image. Fitness and physical discipline remain part of his routine, particularly for roles requiring strength and endurance. But his public persona leans toward calm reflection rather than showmanship. His style mirrors this controlled presence. Often seen in tailored, minimalist designs, he projects confidence without flamboyance. Whether attending premieres or industry events, his appearance reinforces the composed, serious identity he has cultivated. Financially, his success reflects steady progression. With leading roles in major television productions, endorsement partnerships, and international distribution of his series, his estimated net worth represents consistent career growth rather than sudden spikes. His projects have reached global audiences through streaming platforms, expanding his recognition beyond Turkey. What truly sets him apart is commitment to craft. He approaches roles with analytical focus, studying motivations and psychological layers before stepping in front of the camera. That preparation translates into performances that feel grounded and believable, even within heightened dramatic narratives. As of 2026, Ulaş Tuna Astepe stands as one of Turkish television's most respected dramatic actors, known for intensity, discipline, and measured evolution. His journey reflects dedication to artistry over hype, proving that longevity in entertainment often belongs to those who build slowly and deliberately. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into the spotlight, yet there was always a quiet intensity about her, a mix of elegance, intelligence, and emotional control that naturally held attention. Hazal Subaşı didn't rush into fame. She earned her place step by step, shaping a career defined by growth, depth, and deliberate choices. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Hazal Subaşı was born on May 2, 1996 in Izmir, Turkey. Her path into entertainment began not with acting, but with poise and presence. In 2015, she gained public attention after winning Miss Turkey Supranational, a moment that opened doors while also placing expectations on her shoulders. Instead of relying solely on beauty titles, Hazal made a clear decision to focus on craft, enrolling in acting training and committing herself to learning the demands of performance. Her acting debut came shortly after, but her breakthrough arrived with the drama Bir Umut Yeter, where she demonstrated emotional restraint and natural sincerity. Wider recognition followed with her role as Zara in Küker, a character that allowed her to explore vulnerability, strength, and moral conflict within a high-intensity narrative. Her performance stood out in a cast filled with strong personalities, proving she could hold her ground in complex ensemble projects. Rather than staying within one image, Hazal continued expanding her range. She took on darker, more psychologically layered roles in projects like Kasaba Doktoru and later Dilek Tesai, where she portrayed characters shaped by hardship, inner conflict, and resilience. Each role reflected a conscious step away from predictability and toward emotional depth. Hazal's career choices reveal intention. She favors scripts with substance, characters with internal struggle, and stories that demand transformation. This approach has allowed her to grow steadily rather than burn brightly and fade, a balance many actors struggle to maintain. Off-screen, her image blends sophistication with restraint. She's frequently featured in fashion campaigns and brand collaborations, admired for a style that feels refined rather than excessive. Whether on a red carpet or in everyday appearances, her confidence remains controlled and authentic. Her lifestyle mirrors that same discipline. Hazal values privacy, structure, and personal balance. While her relationships and personal life have occasionally drawn public curiosity, she remains selective about what she shares, consistently redirecting attention back to her work and artistic direction. By 2026, Hazal Subaşı has built a strong presence across Turkish television and digital platforms. With a growing international audience through streaming releases and a steadily rising social media influence, her estimated net worth reflects consistent acting work and carefully chosen endorsements, built gradually, not impulsively. What truly defines her journey is evolution. From beauty queen to serious actress, from supportive roles to emotionally demanding leads, Hazal Subaşı continues to refine her identity without rushing the process. She chooses progress over noise, depth over trends, and longevity over quick validation. As of 2026, Hazal Subaşı stands as a symbol of modern Turkish stardom, composed, intentional, and steadily rising. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.